What if I told you there's a simple oil sitting in your kitchen cabinet right now that could help men over 60 restore stronger erections, improve blood flow, and even bring back sensation they thought was gone forever? No prescription. No embarrassing procedures. Just castor oil, an ancient remedy with surprising modern applications. And today, I'm going to reveal 5 powerful benefits of castor oil for male vitality after 60. Stay with me, because benefit number 5 is something almost no one talks about, yet it may be the most important piece of all. Benefit 1: blood flow. As men move past 60, one of the biggest biological hurdles to achieving strong erections is circulation. Erections are essentially a vascular event. They happen when blood flows freely into the spongy chambers of the penis and stays there long enough to create firmness. But with age, penile blood vessels lose elasticity, plaque may begin to build up, and circulation to the lower regions of the body becomes less efficient. Here's where castor oil enters the conversation in an unexpected way. When applied topically, castor oil is unique because of its high content of ricinoleic acid, a fatty acid that penetrates deeply into the underlying tissues. This deep penetration stimulates local blood flow, warming the area and helping capillaries remain more open and flexible. The result? A more responsive environment for blood to reach the penile tissues, which is the foundation for regaining firmness naturally. And this isn't just a traditional belief. Research from the Department of Pharmacology at the University of Karachi in Pakistan, published in 2018, investigated the vascular effects of castor oil components and found that they promoted vasodilation, the widening of blood vessels, which supports the idea that castor oil may enhance circulation when used regularly. While the study wasn't focused exclusively on erectile health, the principle of improved vasodilation directly connects to stronger, more sustainable erections in older men. Now, I want to pause here and ask you something. If you've ever struggled with circulation or noticed changes in performance as you've aged, just type the word strong in the comments. This channel is here to speak out on the private challenges men face every day but rarely talk about. By typing one word, you let us know this content is truly serving you. The beauty of castor oil is that it's not an invasive procedure or a synthetic drug with harsh side effects. It's a natural oil that works with your body, slowly supporting the flow of blood where you need it most. Think of it as tending to the garden of your blood vessels, keeping them nourished, hydrated, and open so life can move through them more freely. But circulation is only part of the equation. Because here's the truth: what good is firmness if you can't feel as much as you used to? That loss of sensation is one of the most overlooked issues men face after 60, and that's exactly what we'll uncover in benefit number 2. Benefit 2: restoring sensation. One of the most frustrating changes men notice as they age isn't just the difficulty of maintaining firmness, it's the gradual loss of sensitivity. What once felt electric and deeply stimulating can begin to feel muted, and that reduction in sensation can quietly erode not only performance but also the emotional satisfaction of intimacy. The science behind this is straightforward. Over time, the tiny nerve endings responsible for transmitting touch and pleasure signals can become less responsive. Factors such as reduced circulation, oxidative stress, and low-level inflammation all contribute to this decline. Without responsive nerves, even if blood flow improves, the experience may still feel incomplete. This is where castor oil offers an intriguing benefit. Because of its unique composition, particularly the ricinoleic acid it carries, castor oil has long been studied for its neuroprotective and anti-inflammatory effects. When absorbed through the penile skin, it doesn't just moisturize the outer layer, it penetrates deeper, soothing irritated tissues and potentially supporting the small nerve fibers that are essential for sensation. To illustrate, a 2016 study conducted at the University of Sohag in Egypt examined the effect of topical ricinoleic acid on peripheral nerve recovery in animal models. The researchers found evidence that it reduced inflammation around nerve endings and improved their responsiveness over time. While this research wasn't designed to study sexual function directly, the implications are clear: healthier nerves mean sharper signals, and sharper signals mean heightened sensation. The practical outcome for men over 60 is significant. Restoring sensitivity can reignite not just physical enjoyment but also emotional connection, because intimacy is not only about performance, it's about feeling present in every moment. It transforms intimacy from something mechanical into something meaningful again. And here's where things get even more compelling: even if penile circulation and nerve responsiveness improve, many men still face another hidden barrier: silent scar tissue that stiffens tissues and blocks full expansion. That's exactly what we'll break down in benefit number 3. Benefit 3: breaking down scar tissue. As men age, one hidden obstacle to strong erections often goes unnoticed: the gradual buildup of penile scar tissue. It doesn't always come from something obvious like surgery or major trauma. Sometimes it's the result of penile microinjuries, repeated strain, or even years of poor circulation slowly hardening the tissues. This scar tissue acts like internal knots that restrict flexibility, block healthy blood flow, and make erections less full and less responsive. Castor oil has been used for centuries in natural medicine to soften and break down adhesions, those stiff bands of penile scar tissue that form beneath the surface. When applied as a warm compress, often called a castor oil pack, it penetrates deep into the tissue, encouraging elasticity and promoting the body's natural healing response. The warmth itself enhances blood flow, while the ricinoleic acid works to calm inflammation and gradually reduce stiffness. There's even scientific support for this traditional use. In 2011, researchers at the Department of Physiology, University of Hyderabad in India, studied castor oil's effect on connective tissue repair. They observed that regular topical application improved tissue remodeling and reduced the density of fibrotic tissue, essentially making scar tissue more pliable. While this wasn't targeted at penile tissue specifically, the mechanism applies: softer, more flexible tissue allows for better expansion, improved circulation, and stronger erections. The importance of this can't be overstated. Imagine penile blood vessels and nerves trying to work at their best, but scar tissue acting like a wall in the way. By gently breaking down these barriers, castor oil helps create an open pathway, so that the improvements in blood flow and sensation from the earlier benefits can fully express themselves. And once that scar tissue softens, something remarkable happens. Men often feel not only physical improvements but a surge in energy and confidence, as if they've reclaimed a part of themselves they thought was lost forever. Which brings us directly to benefit number 4: how castor oil can help revive overall male vitality and restore that deep sense of masculine confidence. And before we move on, if you're enjoying learning how natural remedies like this can support health after 60, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the rest of this series. Benefit 4: reviving vitality and confidence. By the time a man reaches 60 and beyond, the conversation about intimacy is rarely just physical. Yes, blood flow and sensitivity matter, but underneath all of that lies something deeper: vitality and confidence. Without them, even the strongest body can feel hesitant, and even the best partner can feel disconnected. What makes castor oil unique is that its benefits don't stop at the surface. Beyond circulation and scar tissue, it has properties that influence how the body feels overall. Ricinoleic acid, its primary component, is known to reduce local inflammation, ease tension, and promote a sense of warmth in the tissues. When inflammation calms and flexibility improves, the body responds not only with function but with renewed energy. There's scientific support for this broader role. A 2019 review from the Journal of Ethnopharmacology, published in the Netherlands, highlighted castor oil's anti-inflammatory and analgesic effects across multiple systems of the body. The researchers concluded that these properties could improve both physical comfort and functional vitality. For men, that translates into more freedom of movement, less discomfort, and a body that feels more capable during intimacy. But the effects aren't just biological. When circulation improves, sensitivity sharpens, and tissues regain flexibility, a man begins to carry himself differently. Confidence returns, not only in the bedroom but in everyday life. It's the quiet assurance that he can respond when the moment calls for it, that his body won't betray him, and that he can fully participate in the connection with his partner. This is why benefit 4 matters so much. Vitality and confidence are the bridge between physical improvements and emotional fulfillment. They turn mechanical changes into something that feels alive again. And yet, there's still one more layer to this story, perhaps the most overlooked of all. Because even with better blood flow, heightened sensation, softened penile scar tissue, and revived confidence, intimacy means very little without emotional connection. That's where benefit number 5 comes in, and it may surprise you. Benefit 5: emotional reconnection and intimacy. When men think about intimacy after 60, the focus is usually on performance, on whether the body will respond the way it used to. But the truth is, intimacy is not just about function, it's about connection. It's about how deeply you feel with your partner, how present you are in those moments, and whether the experience is shared, not just physical. This is where castor oil offers a surprising benefit that goes beyond biology. Using it is not like taking a pill and waiting for results. It's a ritual. The simple act of applying castor oil, whether as a warm compress or through gentle penile massage, forces you to slow down, to pay attention, to care for it in a deliberate way. That act alone fosters a kind of mindfulness and presence that many men, and their partners, haven't felt in years. From a physiological perspective, this ritual also has real grounding. Penile warmth and touch activate the parasympathetic nervous system, often called the rest and restore system, which is essential for arousal. In fact, a 2015 study from the University of Vienna in Austria demonstrated that consistent physical touch and soothing rituals significantly boosted oxytocin, the so-called bonding hormone, in older adults. Higher oxytocin levels translate into stronger feelings of trust, closeness, and emotional connection with a partner. So while the earlier benefits of castor oil address the mechanics of erections, improving blood flow, restoring sensitivity, and softening scar tissue, this final benefit addresses something even more profound: the bond between two people. For many men, it's not simply about regaining strength, but about regaining closeness in the relationship, the spark that makes intimacy feel alive again. And this is why benefit 5 matters most. Because at the end of the day, what men truly want is not just stronger erections, it's the ability to feel connected, confident and desired, even after 60. Castor oil becomes more than an oil, it becomes a bridge back to intimacy, to vitality, and to life itself. When it comes to using castor oil for male vitality, the key is not how much you take, but how consistently and correctly you apply it. This is not an oil you drink or swallow. For sexual health, castor oil works best when applied topically, because that is where it penetrates the tissues, stimulates circulation, and helps restore flexibility. The recommended approach is simple. Use 1 to 2 teaspoons of cold-pressed hexane-free castor oil. Warm it slightly in your hands, then massage it gently into the lower abdomen, pelvic region, inner thighs, and the external penile shaft. On the shaft, apply a thin even layer from the base toward the tip with light massage strokes for about 5 to 10 minutes. This helps stimulate circulation and allows the oil to penetrate the tissues. Always keep it external only, never internal. After application, leave the oil on for at least 30 to 60 minutes, or for maximum benefit, keep it on overnight before washing it off. Consistency is key. Repeat this process 3 to 4 times per week. To take it a step further, you can use a traditional castor oil pack. Soak a soft cloth in 1 to 2 tablespoons of castor oil, place it over the lower abdomen and pelvic region. Cover with plastic wrap to prevent stains, and apply a heating pad or warm water bottle on top. Keep this in place for 45 to 60 minutes, 3 or 4 times weekly. This method provides deeper penetration and is especially effective for men with stiffness or long-standing scar tissue around the penis. Finally, always remember, application should be external only, never internal. Test a small patch of skin on the inner thigh before your first use to ensure there is no sensitivity or irritation. The results unfold gradually. In the short term, after just a week or 2, many men notice warmth in the pelvic region, a sense of relaxation and improved comfort. By 4 to 6 weeks, there are often more noticeable changes in morning erections, firmness during arousal, and even a subtle return of sensitivity. After 8 to 12 weeks of consistent use, the deeper benefits become clearer. Scar tissue may feel less restrictive, erections may become fuller and easier to maintain, and sensation during intimacy often feels sharper and more present. Beyond the physical, this slow restoration of function has a powerful effect on confidence and vitality, giving men a renewed sense of control and connection with their bodies, helping men over 60 experience intimacy with strength and confidence once again. If you found this video valuable, make sure to like it, share it with someone who might benefit, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss future insights. Together, we're bringing back vitality, one natural step at a time.